Alright guys, welcome to another stream of MLB The Show 21 here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24. I'm sorry to be laughing at there, but I knew I stumbled because I usually forget, or I forgot how I normally intro this. So the last time that you guys saw me, it was Thursday, and I was working towards the U.S. of Baseball event. I can proudly say we are officially done with that event. In case you missed it, I finally got Todd Helton. I decided that I'm probably not going to go after the Mariners jersey. I really don't care. And I really don't care about the rewinds either, the rewind event, or, not the rewind event, but the event rewind rewards. I don't care, you know. If I wanted them that badly, then I would have gone after them then. So, we're done with the event. I'm ready to get back to what it is that I normally do, which is grinding offline, and we're going to start today by going after Joe Carter. This was one of the first inning player programs to be released, so I want to get to it, and also I've made a lot of progress on it as it is. I didn't even realize I made that much progress, honestly, guys. So looking at it, there are 6 moments here, so if I just do these 6 moments, I mean, that's it. I get Joe Carter. I don't even have to do all 6 of them. I could just do 5 of them, and that would be enough. So we're just going to get Joe Carter done and over with, and if we have time, maybe we'll go after Willie Stargell as well. One thing I do wanna take note of, because I think this is important. You guys may have seen that the new ranked seasons reward is out there, and one of the rewards is closing pitcher Billy Wagner when he was on the New York Mets. I mean, seriously. MLB The Show is trying to make me cry. Because now I have to grind for Billy Wagner. I have to. I have promised consistently throughout this stream that if any Mets player were to show up in ranked seasons, I would grind it. So now I have to grind it at some point. I'm not gonna do it today. Okay, I've got a lot of offline stuff that I need to go through first, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so first things first is doing all the offline programs first. So that starts with Joe Carter. Where am I going? Moments. I want moments. So let's go to player programs. Let's go to Mr. Joe Carter. And this is milestone Joe Carter, by the way. This is when he joined the 30 for 30 club. I mean, look, guys, there is a lot of news that I have to get to today. All right. First off, I'm going to start with baseball because I'm playing MLB The Show. It only makes sense that I talk about baseball. Hallelujah freaking Luya that Luis Rojas is out of New York. Listen, I normally do not cheer for people who lose their jobs. I mean, it sucks. We all know what that's like to lose our jobs, whether it's by our own doing or not. You know, so I'm not cheering the fact that he's out of a job. I'm cheering the fact that he's no longer going to be manager for the New York Mets. Because Rojas may be a nice guy and everything, but he made some questionable, and I think that's being nice, but some questionable decisions when it came to strategy in baseball. And most notably, he tried to work his bullpen when they really had nothing. There was no reason to complicate things. It was simple. One inning out there and get out. You know, why extend Edwin Diaz or Jerry Familia for 2 innings when we know it's not possible for them? They struggle. You know, they get tired because their whole philosophy is throw gas. Throw these speed pitches and everything. So why the hell would they go more than 1 inning? If they pitch 20 pitches in 1 inning, which is not exactly good for a relief pitcher, you should be done. But Rojas let them continue. It doesn't make sense. Rojas, I believe, is one of the reasons why the Mets did not win the division this year. They should have. They were in the lead for the division for a long, long time, and they did not come away with the divisional title. And that is disappointing. I don't care if they would have made they wouldn't have made much of a playoff run. I think Milwaukee would have schooled the Mets. But with that being said, at least get to the playoffs and show us that this is a team that's capable of getting there. We can always add on and try to make the team better. You know, that's what the Dodgers did. They made it to 2 World Series. It wasn't enough for them to be able to win, so they went out and got Mookie Betts, and they added to the roster, and they became World Series champions last year. Possibly going to defend their title. They're going to defend their title this postseason. So, but the point is that the Mets should have gotten there, and they didn't. In what was a pretty weak division. Okay, you could say that the Braves got hot late, and as did the Philadelphia Phillies, but if you're going to be in the division if you're going to be in the lead for the division for over 100 days, why are you not holding on to that? And to me, the reason that was because of Luis Rojas making questionable decisions as manager and blowing games that the Mets should not have blown. So, to me, sayonara, Luis Rojas. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and if he were to go manage the mother team and take them to the World Series and everything, I mean, God bless him. God bless him for finding success. But clearly, this match was not meant to be. And I'm glad that Steve Cohen recognized that and ended it. Didn't even try to drag his feet like I'm sure Brody Van Wagen was doing with Mickey Callaway. Didn't try to do that at all. It was simple. You're not getting it done. You're gone. Bye. And I said in a previous stream that Luis Rojas being released as manager was a top priority for the Mets. That needed to be the one thing. If they did nothing else this offseason, that was the one thing they needed to do. Get Rojas out of there. So thank God they did. Now the question becomes, what do they do in the, who do they go out there and get? It's a good question. I'd like to see what kind of managers are out there, or I'd like to see what kind of coaches they have their eyes on. I think somebody suggested bring back Carlos Beltran. I don't think so. I was never comfortable with Carlos Beltran being a manager for the New York Mets, even when he did get hired. I was just not comfortable with it. So I do not, I say don't bring back Beltran, or don't try to bring back Beltran. Just go on to somebody else. Somebody else who is at least competent enough to win games for the Mets. Okay, then we can focus on all the other off-season acquisitions that the Mets need to make in terms of players. But step number one, get Luis Rojas out of New York. And if the Yankees are, and just getting off topic here for a second, but if the Yankees get eliminated in the wild card game, they need to get rid of Aaron Boone. Okay? Boone and Rojas have been making a mockery of these of managers in New York baseball. It's unacceptable. They're incompetent. They need to get out. And take it from a Mets fan, Yankees. Take it from a Mets fan. I've seen some bad managers. Get Boone out. It's not to help the Yankees. It's rather just he is clearly incompetent. Firelino, what's up? Seems good. And Pink Mercy. No, there is no Pink Mercy. There is no mercy for these guys. These guys are incompetent. And they need to be gone. I'm sorry. But don't, people think that this is only a one-sided thing. Like, it just says that this is only good for the team and bad for the person that's getting the job cut off. I don't see it that way. I see this as an opportunity for Rojas to make himself better. He could try to be a bench coach for the Mets or for a different team. He could be a minor league coach or a minor league manager. I mean, he was, if I remember correctly, he was a minor league manager for the Mets when he was hired to be the major league manager, and he won a championship with the minor league teams for the Mets. So it's not like this guy has no experience at all. Maybe he got a shot way too soon. Maybe he wasn't ready. So try being a position coach, a first base coach, a pitching coach. Do that, and then let's talk about whether or not he's managerial material. But clearly, this was not good. All right, it's kind of like a relationship where neither person is happy in it. Okay, it's good for both of them to separate and go after new people or try meeting new people. Okay, or like work, the company hires someone that they believe is going to do well, and maybe the person will do well. But for the employee that's being fired, this is an opportunity for them to be able to explore other options. I have this mentality that if I go to one single company, I'm just going to end up spending my time there. And I think maybe that's what a lot of people have in mind, is that they're going to be with one company, work their way up, and that'll be it. But I think there should be some loyalty. I'm not saying there shouldn't be any loyalty, but I think there also needs to be this understanding that the reality is the company could easily replace you as an employee tomorrow if they feel like you no longer fit their standards. So, and that's clearly what happened here. Luis Rojas was not meeting the standards of the Mets, and Steve Cohen decided, we don't want we're not going to let you continue because you are clearly not doing well here. That doesn't mean he can't Luis Rojas can't go somewhere else and find some success. It just means he couldn't find success in New York. It's a tough market, and you have to have a very tough mentality. I mean, look at Terry Collins. He had to be tough. I'm sure he was so heavily criticized when the Mets weren't winning, didn't win the World Series in 2015, and he handled it like a pro. You know, he could have said, God, my players suck, and I tried to do everything I could. No, he said, it's on me. You know, ultimately, we came up short, but still proud of these guys for what they did, and we think we're a team that's capable of winning a World Series. So this is I see this as an opportunity for Luis Rojas to start over and try to get a job with another team, build himself back up, get more experience, and then maybe if he becomes a manager again someday, then he'll be better. Maybe. We'll see. So that's the way I look at it. Not, you know, Luis Rojas is terrible and is never going to get another job. No. That's just not true. I'm sure he'll get a job somewhere. Alright? But clearly, in New York, it just wasn't meant to be. So, you know, hopefully things work out for the Mets where they do find their manager. This is actually, if you guys think about it, this is Steve Cohen's opportunity to go ahead and put a manager that he likes into the system. This will be the first time that Steve Cohen has the ability to tell to have a say in who gets hired as a manager of the Mets. And listen, if he clearly saw potential in Francisco Lindor to bring him to New York. He saw potential in James McCann. He saw potential in Trevor May. Okay? Did they light the world on fire this year? No. But did they have their moments? Absolutely. So, I think this team is capable of winning a lot of games. I think this is a team that is capable of winning the division. Do I think they're going to make a playoff run, a far playoff run? No. But I do think that an important first step is getting to the playoffs first. Then we can discuss, you know, where do they get eliminated? Do they go all the way? We'll see. The playoffs are a totally different season than the regular season. Totally different. I mean, who's to say that there won't be any upsets in here? I think we're all expecting the Dodgers and Rays to be back into it, but who's to say the Chicago White Sox can't be there? Who's to say that one of the wild card teams, maybe San Diego, finally gets hot and goes on a run that's unbelievable? Or I'm sorry, not San Diego. Not San Diego. Los Angeles is actually in the wild card, aren't they? And San Francisco. Who knows? Maybe San Francisco is the team that's going to win their, their fourth World Series over the last 12 years? I mean, holy crap, what a dynasty that is. Yes, it's not with the same players, but There's still Buster Posey there. I just need to get this one goddamn hit. So please, Joe Carter, let's get this one goddamn hit. No, that is clearly not a hit. God damn it. That sucks. So, we'll see what happens. The postseason is totally different. I mean, look at the Washington Nationals in 2019. Did anyone expect them to end up going all the way and beating the Houston Astros in the World Series? Did anyone? Because I sure as hell didn't. I was ready to write them off in the wild card game. And they proved me wrong. So, what else? What else is going on in baseball? I mean, I already did my prediction in terms of who I see in the World Series. Actually, Houston might be solid to be able to return to the World Series, and they can do that with with knowing the fact that they lost George Springer. I think that deserves a round of applause. As long as they didn't cheat. If they cheated, then they deserve to get booed like crazy. But if they did it the right way, and there was no cheating scandal here, and, you know, they do it without George Springer, I mean, kudos to them, honestly. Kudos. I think I'm going to have to restart this moment. This is why I hate these total basis moments. These, like, make no sense. I get that the point is hit extra base hits and everything, but you're asking me to hit a home run and a double. So why not just ask me for 2 extra base hits? Because if all I do is single, then I'm not completing the moment. I wouldn't do it if there were 2 extra base hits. But my point is that these total bases moments suck. And they need to go. I do not have fun with these at all. Oh, so something that's baseball related, but kind of digs even further, is more about like my weekend in general. Because I'm sure if you guys follow me on Twitter or on Instagram or on Facebook or whatever, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you guys would know that know this. But for those that don't know, so this past weekend, my dad and I, we traveled down to Talladega, to Lincoln, Alabama, to see NASCAR races at the Talladega Super Speedway. We went there to see the races and just experience what Talladega has to offer, because we've never been there before. So, but in order to get there, we had to fly into Atlanta in order to get there, like, or at least be close to the track. Atlanta is only like an hour and a half away from Talladega Super Speedway. So that also just happened to be the the same time, at the same time that the New York Mets were in town to play against the Atlanta Braves. Kind of a meaningless series. I mean, Atlanta had clinched the division at that point, so this was more about just prepping each other for the regular season. So we flew in on Saturday, and I mentioned that to my dad, and I said, well, why don't we go to the game since it's going to be cheap, because none of the teams are really going to be trying all that hard. Mets are eliminated. Braves are more, these are more tune-up games for them. So, and the tickets were cheap. I got the tickets for $20 a piece, and I was in right, my dad and I were in right center field at Truist Park. So I was like, well, why not? Let's go to it. So we decided to go to the Talladega races because it was a doubleheader that day. It was a truck race and an Xfinity Series race. So once that was done, we figured we'd drive back to Atlanta and we'd go see the Braves Mets game. You know, kind of like a triple header kind of day. Here's the problem, though. We had completely forgotten that Alabama and Georgia are separated by a time zone. We had completely forgotten about that. So we left the track at 6:30 thinking we were going to get there by 7:30. Or not 7:30, but maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever. Or 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, the latest. That's what we were thinking. But we didn't account for the fact, we didn't account for the time zone difference. So 6:30 our time when we finally left, or Central Time when we finally left the track and everything, we turn on, or I look at the ESPN app and I realize that the Mets are playing and it's the third inning, and I'm like, wait, what? It shouldn't have started already. And then I remembered time zone difference. So 6:30 our time was 7:30 their time, which meant the game was already underway. And by the time that we finally got back to Atlanta, the game was already in the 7th inning. So by the time that we found parking at Truist Park and we walked up to the stadium, 8th inning. Now you would think at that point we would have just said, to hell with this, you know, let me bite the bullet on the tickets and everything, and we'll just try to find a hotel somewhere in Atlanta. But we decided to continue on, just see the last three half innings, and, you know, who knows what would happen. Sure enough, the Mets come back. When we finally arrived at the park, it was 6-1. The Mets scored two runs in the top of the 8th, and then in the 9th inning, when we were settled into our seats and everything, they scored 2 more runs. So they come to within 1 run of the Atlanta Braves with bases loaded, 2 outs. Jonathan VR grounds out, in a game over. And I told my dad, I was like, these Mets like to make it interesting. They like to come back and make it look like that they're going to win the game, and then they can't close out the deal. So I called it, although I said that it would come down to the Mets having runners on second and first, or first and second, with the tying run at the plate. So I was not correct in my prediction, but I was correct in saying that the Mets like to make it interesting. So I do not regret going to that game, despite the fact that we only arrived to watch the last 3 half innings. I do not regret it. I don't regret it. I actually enjoyed the game. I had a great time. And it was great to go check out another MLB stadium. Up to that point, all I had visited in terms of MLB ballparks was Citi Field, Yankee Stadium, and Fenway Park. Truist Park, now I didn't really get to fully experience, but I could say I went there. So I have no regrets over that. It was a good game. I wish the Mets had come away with the win, but they didn't. Still, do not regret going to that game. Do not regret it one bit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joe.
So, but speaking about this weekend and us going to Talladega, you guys already know that we went to Talladega. Let me tell you something, guys. This is by far one of the craziest yet coolest weekends that I've ever experienced in terms of a NASCAR race. Like, for me, it started with playing the upcoming NASCAR game. In fact, it's called NASCAR 21 Ignition. Alright? If you haven't seen this game, go check it out. I think it looks really nice. I mean, it's a regular NASCAR racing game. So I don't expect too many changes from what I've seen in the Heat series. But it did look great playing it. So I played it just thinking that, I'm going to just have fun with it, just check out the game. I wasn't really sure if I was going to end up, buying the game. I really wasn't sure. Turns out that I won the race that I was driving in, and I was the very first one. I was one of the first people to win a race at that NASCAR Ignition setup. So the social media people come around, the social media people for the game come around, and they're like, "Oh, can we take a picture of you? Can we post it to social media so that we can get the word out and everything?" And I was like, "Sure, why not? Why not?" So we took the picture. It's on Twitter if you guys want to go see it. It's also on Facebook and Instagram if you want to check it out that way. That tweet alone, because I was responding to Talladega Super Speedway, they wanted to know if anyone had tried out the Ignition or was in the Ignition concourse where the game was being played. And I retweeted the photo of me after I won the race and everything. And I told them, yeah, I did check it out. That tweet alone got over 1,000 views. I was like, holy crap. And this is without NASCAR 21 Ignition social media help. No, it's only grown since then. They retweeted it, as did a few other people. Guys, last time I checked on this had over 15,000 views. 15,000 people checked out the image of me winning the race at NASCAR at Talladega. And what's even crazier, guys, this was only an 8-lap race, so I was only getting a demo test of what was going on here. Like, that's all I was getting. And yet, I had fans of the game, I had NASCAR fans and gamers reaching out to me, and they're like, "Oh, how does this look? Are these drivers in? How did it feel and everything?" I was like, "Holy crap!" I mean, I gave them information as best as I could, but there was other information that I just couldn't answer, like, is there a specific driver in there? I wish I could have told you, but I was so busy trying to win the race that I didn't really notice who was in that race. I wish I did, if I had known that this was going to happen. So, but 15,000 people with over 929 interactions. Again, this is the latest numbers that I checked. I'm not This was from earlier today. I don't know what it is at this point. But I am more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have about the game. And also, just wanted to show off this t-shirt, by the way. This is the t-shirt that they had, NASCAR 21 Ignition. So be sure to go follow them on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook, because you could get a lot more information about the game from them. But I'll be more than happy to offer any kind of information that I get about the game, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you guys. Because ultimately, I want you guys to be just as informed about this game and about what you can expect. Ultimately, I have questions too. You know, what can I expect in terms of a career mode? Because that's what I'm generally interested in, is creating my own driver and racing my way up to the Cup Series. Possibly even owning my own team and winning lots of money while doing it. What's the online racing like? Because that's another area of interest of mine. You know, I want to be able to compete against some other drivers. Can I form a league? Because one of the things that I did when I was back in high school is I met up these guys online through NASCAR Inside Line. And this is really throwing it back. This is Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 days. But I started a league with those other gamers, and we had a blast. Yes, we had some tense moments, but ultimately we knew that at the end of the day, this is a video game. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to try the best to compete. So, can we compete in leagues? Can we do that? So if I could get more information about that, I'll be more than happy to pass it off to you guys. But be sure to follow NASCAR 21 Ignition if you feel like that this is a game you would be interested in. I am certainly interested in it. I wasn't initially, but after playing it, it certainly has piqued my interest. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this game has. What I can tell you from the 8 laps is that the gameplay was very smooth. I very much enjoyed how I was able to keep control of my car and not worry about it wrecking. I enjoyed the fact that I could bump draft drivers without wrecking them. Because that's very hard to do, guys. I mean, if you watch today's Talladega race, they made some pushes that were very sketchy and ended up wrecking each other. So it's not easy to bump draft and do a tandem with other drivers. So the fact that I was able to do that in the 8 laps and work my way through the field was great. I want to be able to do that in the game. I want to be able to bump draft and make my way up through the field. Should it be easy? No. But should it be darn near impossible? No. And ultimately, that's the feeling I came away with the game, is that it was a challenge. 8 laps goes by very quick at Talladega because you're constantly in the throttle. You're not braking. You're constantly in the throttle. But 8 laps, that's not a lot of time to go from 40th all the way to 1st. That is a lot. So I like that it was a challenge, but it wasn't too much of a challenge that made it impossible. I did wish, or my one complaint in terms of the gameplay is I did not get to celebrate the win. You know, I want to be able to do burnouts. I want to be able to do a Polish victory lap, which is basically like going backwards on the track. I want to be able to do that. And the Heat Series games didn't allow me to do that. And I'm hoping that this game will allow me to do it as well. Or I'm hoping that this game will allow me to do it. But we'll see what happens. If what I experienced on Saturday is any indication, I'm not seeing any post-race celebration options, which is a shame. It's very much a shame. In terms of how it looked very smooth. The cars looked very, they looked solid. You know, they've really smoothed it out over the years, but, you know, it really does look like that attention to detail was key in this game. So I can appreciate that. The only issue I have in terms of presentation was the fans looked like that they were pixelated. And it's like, what? Am I back racing EA Sports NASCAR 2006 Total Team Control? Or am I racing NASCAR 21 Ignition, and does it look like that the fans are actually cheering me on rather than just flashing cameras and being pixelated? So I hope they fix that, because that would be very important to see them fix it.
Batting third, the first baseman.
What else? I mentioned. What? Hold on. There were. I had gotten questions about it, so. Okay. Graphics look, not just the cars, but the track as well. Yeah, the track looks smooth. I thought I said more than that. Okay, I really need to pay attention to the game here. Yeah, I was complaining that, you know, in terms of getting through the field was a little bit harder. You know, that could be just the fact that, you know, 8 laps is very short. So, and I mentioned, yeah, so overall, guys, it's not that much an evaluation, but just overall first impression, that's what I got from the game. So if there's like more of a demo that I can test out myself and be able to preview it, I think that would be even more helpful. Maybe I'll even stream it so that you guys can see what it is that I'm talking about. Oh my God, Joe Carter. Joe freaking Carter. I'm glad I finally got the total bases done. But seriously, guys, thank you to everyone who followed me or commented or messaged me with any kinds of questions. I'm more than happy to answer that for you guys about this game. And if I can't answer them, I will be sure to send them along to NASCAR Ignition so that they can answer it themselves. The release date is October. Is at the end of October. We're talking between October 26th and October 28th, from what I understand.
Batting third, The first baseman.
So that's when it's coming out. If you want to pre-order it, be sure to go ahead and do that. The Champions Edition, if you're looking to get some real throwbacks, Bill Elliott is going to be featured in the game. So if you want the Champions Edition, you're going to get Bill Elliott's paint scheme, which that would be cool. That would be cool to check that out. So much to look forward to in terms of the new NASCAR game. I wish they would reveal a few more details on the modes that are outside play now. Like online, I mentioned a couple of them already. Online, career mode. I want to know more about that because that's what piques my interest. Come on, Joe Carter, get there, get there. Yeah, extra base hit, that's one. I need another one, though. Let's slam it over the green monster. That should be enough. Or this guy, Chris Sale, could just be a little scaredy cat and just try to throw over to first. There we go. That might be enough right there. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, cool. See, guys? 2 extra base hits, and I'm done. If this had been total bases, this would have been a hell of a lot harder to complete. But thankfully, it's not total bases. Now we gotta hit a home run, which is fine. That's fine. It's a little difficult, but it can be done. Okay, and just to finish up on the weekend too, because I don't want you guys just to assume that was the highlight of the whole thing. No, we obviously did a lot more than that. We checked out the Ford concourse, the Chevy concourse. I don't know where Toyota was, but there was no Toyota. No Toyota concourse for us to go check out and, you know, be able to get some free stuff. There was none of that. And I was like, that's rather unusual to see from Toyota. I mean, Toyota had a section when they were in Daytona. Both times that I went, I saw a section for Toyota. By the way, guys, that's Joe Carter right there. We got him. So I'm just going to throw him into the milestone collection here. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. But I'm not done with him quite yet. I still got to go to, the 7th inning program and lock him in. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, that gave me a 10 show pack bundle as well as the 7th inning selection here. Oh god, there are some good options here. Oh gosh, which one do I'm not gonna go with Johnny Cueto. Like, as tempting as that is, I don't need signature series. Like, ultimately, I'm thinking here in terms of what do I need in order to get Clayton Kershaw. You know, so the way I see it, I think Justin Upton is more of a necessity. I mean, Jonathan VR, not to highlight and not to diminish his significance, but if I look at awards, I need 5, and if I look at milestone, okay, yeah. Yes, I need more milestones, but let's also keep in mind that there are milestones within the team affinities. So if I go to team affinity, you know, AL East, maybe Milestone AL East? No. Okay, I'm a fool. But they do have Silver Slugger, Wade Boggs, as well as Mickey Mantle, so that would help in terms of that. AL Central, I think there are a lot of milestones here. I think I already have one of them. Yeah, I have one of them. I believe that it's Walter Johnson. So 3 more of those, we're talking 31. Not to mention one of Frank Thomas, who's a Silver Slugger. NL Central, I have made a little bit more progress on this. I went with Barry Larkin and Bob Gibson. So, Greg Maddux, you put me at 32. And then for the AL West, you have Biggio, so 33. Giambi, that would put me at 3 away. So about equal. And then the NL West, Gonzalez, Hoffman. So that's 2 milestone players right there and 1 Silver Slugger. So we're coming 1 short. Actually, that does kind of change my plans a little bit. Because if I could do all that and get Jonathan VR, then I'm done with milestones. But I do need Silver Sluggers. Ugh. Or I do need award series. I'm sorry. I need to speak more clearly, but they're award series. Silver Slugger is specifically to Justin Upton. I could actually get both. Like, they have a sell now price. So I could put both in if I wanted to. Well, I think Stargell also has a award series coming on, so that would be another one. Not to you know what? Let's go with VR. We'll go with VR. Sorry for, taking up time here. I'm just trying to think. I was just trying to think here. Oh yeah, Hudson Street. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. The Run It Back program. I forgot all about that. Wow, guys, I am terribly sorry about that. But yeah, Yadier Molina, he's an award series. Wade Davis, I think he's prime. Yeah, he's prime. Yes, Stargell is award series, and then Jared Kelenic is Future Stars monthly awards with Matt Carpenter and Milestone Fernando Valenzuela. Not to mention, I mentioned the Run It Back program as well. They've actually got a lot of future stars in here, which is good. But they do have Jason Hayward and Andrelton Simmons. They also have Hudson Street as well, so that's in there. All right, guys. We actually have enough time to go ahead and do Willie Stargell. I did not honestly think that I was going to have time. But apparently I did. So, and even greater than this, I don't have to worry about doing... I have to do all the moments in order to complete it, yes. So it's not like Carter, where I could leave one moment undone and finish it. But here I need to do all of them. What's up, Aiden? How you doing? I'm sorry, guys. Billy Wagner, is he good? Yeah, he is. No, he's not good. He's fucking phenomenal. Dude is ripped. I'm telling you right now, he's a card that we're gonna have to grind. Or at the very least, I put in a buy order for him, and I get him that way. But he needs to be on the team. So, unfortunately, that means I have to grind out ranked seasons. And I don't want to do that. Because I do not... of all the modes that are in Diamond Dynasty, ranked seasons is my least favorite. Because it takes a long time. I mean, we're talking about, you know, a whole 9-inning game here. So we're talking at least an hour. Not to mention it gets really competitive. So, and you see, I don't know if you've ever seen my rating or anything, but I'm out of All-Star. I'm not even in All-Star because I lost. I lose too much. That's why I'm not looking forward to this grind. But because Billy Wagner is there, I cannot let him go. I'm not grinding ratings. I'm going to make that clear right now. I am not grinding ratings. I am grinding wins. I am going to earn him through the win program, or I'm going to buy him out. I'm going to buy him at some point. I just hope that I don't have to spend subs in order to get him, but there's a reason why I have my sub count at nearly 900, at over 900,000. Just on the off chance that a Mets player was featured in ranked seasons. Because it happened last year with Mike Piazza, and last year I had to sell my 99 overall Cody Bellinger Finest card that I got from playing the event in order to get Mike Piazza. Because I knew I wasn't gonna grind. I wasn't gonna get to World Series via rating. I sink too much, and this year that's pretty much been confirmed, because I'm not even in All-Star. I haven't gone beyond what's after All-Star. Wild card, I think it is, or pennant. I haven't even been past pennant. How sad is that? Events, I'm a total grinder on that, because that's 3 innings, which are not that long, so or sometimes 6, depending on what the requirements are.
That is third. The first baseman, Willie.
But it's not. But at least it's easy to grind. It's easy because you guys just rely on events. I'm sorry I lost my trail of thought there for a second, but with events, 3 innings, you get it done and over with, you move on to the next game. You lose a lot, but I mean, does that really hurt you, or does that sometimes help? If you're getting demolished, then you could quit and nothing bad would happen. I mean, you'd have to reset your lineup and everything, but you know, at least you wouldn't go down in rating, and then all of a sudden your wins don't count.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 8.
So we'll see what happens. You know, I'm not gonna grind ranked seasons tonight. Okay, I'm making that clear right now. I'm not grinding ranked seasons. At least not tonight. I might do that in a later stream if I have nothing else to do. But let's keep in mind, guys, that I'm gonna be trying to complete these player programs. Eventually, I'm gonna get to the evolution programs that are for October. So I'm gonna eventually get to those. We have the Run It Back program that I'm just gonna do the conquest for. I'm not even gonna bother with the showdown or the moments or whatever, because if I do it 3 times, then that program is complete. They really should have thought about that. Like, why make it 35? Why not just make it 20? So at least I have to do it 5 times. Of course, the Run It Back conquest map, the Run It Back conquest map, if you're looking to get a lot of the cards, or if you're looking to build up your collection towards Clayton Kershaw, this is something you're going to have to do multiple times. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but if you want that Kershaw, then you got to grind this out. Would it be an inconvenience to redeem my play game? I mean, can you... Like, all I really have to do right now, Aiden, is the... I just have to do the moments. So, if you could just wait till I'm done with the moments, then, yeah, we can absolutely do... you can absolutely do it. It's only the moments that I have to do, which is a blessing, actually. But it just depends on... It just depends on when, you know, when how difficult these moments are. I mean, this one is hit a home run, and so far I haven't been able to do that. Alright, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me at least just get the player programs done, and then we can play each other. That's a promise. Because ultimately I do want to get these player programs done. I do appreciate you being patient with me, Aiden, because one of my viewers got rather upset with me over refusing to play him at the moment because I was doing Showdown. So I appreciate you being patient. I'm a man of my word. I'll play anyone that redeems it. That's not, you know... But if I'm doing something and it's for the purpose of the stream, I just ask that you give me a little bit of time, or just give me to a point where I become so frustrated that I say to hell with it and I'll play you. You know, this particular individual, you know, basically threatened me with an M16 or an M16, a rifle. Like he told me, I have this. Don't mess with me. I was like, oh really? Really? That's how we're gonna do this? You're going to threaten me now because I wanted to get something done even though I said I would play you? Okay, then I'm not playing you. So I'm laying down the law here, guys. You know, just give me time and I will play you. Yeah, over a game. Over a game, he threatened me. So, it doesn't matter. I'm done with him. He's no longer allowed in my streams, and if he does come here, I'll just report him. I'll just keep reporting him. Because he's not allowed to be here, and he tried to tell me, oh, I'm a Christian, you know, I'm reformed and everything, I'm done with the trolling. Really? So telling me that you have an M16 rifle, assault rifle, and you're telling me not to mess with you, then you proceed to ask me for my address? That's trolling? I don't see it that way. And it's not just his life, it's not just my life that he's threatening. He's also threatening my family's too. So, I'm done with him. He's no longer welcome in this stream ever again. He can claim that he is the most holiest person in the world. He can claim he's been reformed by Pope Francis. And I would not give a damn. I don't care. You know, and the sad thing is, I gave this kid so many chances. I gave him so many chances when he came in here and he was arguing and getting into fights with some of my other viewers. I gave him chances to reform or to be different, and he wasn't. So he's done. You know, he can go find some other streamer to bother and troll, and I really don't care. But he's not welcome here. I don't tolerate threats. I don't tolerate arguing. I don't tolerate politics. That's the other thing, guys. I will not. You can have your own political opinion. And that is fine. I'm not saying you can't have your own political opinion. What I am asking, and I'm asking people to do this, I'm asking them not to be so open with them. Okay? It is a very tense political time in our country. Okay? Everyone is very strong about their opinions, which is fine. But with that being said, please do not come in here and share your political opinions. I do not need people arguing, calling each other racist, bigots, faggots, or whatever. I don't liberal sissies, whatever. I don't need that. Or I don't want to see that in this stream. I don't want to. Let's hope for a Red Sox win on Tuesday to end the Yankee season. Hey man, I'm hoping. And if that doesn't happen, maybe the Rays can finally do something with against the Yankees. That would be good. So let's hope. Let's hope, but I don't know. The Yankees are really hot right now, and the Red Sox, I'm not so confident. Especially since they took that loss against the Washington Nationals on the final day. I mean, they're lucky. They are very much lucky. And actually, speaking of, just building, piggybacking off of what I was saying I do want to go back to NASCAR for a minute because this is really important. So if you guys didn't see this today, Bubba Wallace, who's a African American, he's a NASCAR driver. He was in the lead at one point in the race, at the end of the race, and a caution flew for a wreck, and then it started to pour. And Bubba Wallace was in the lead. NASCAR called the race. He was declared the winner. Okay? There were people that were going on Twitter and basically making comments that NASCAR planned this on purpose, that they wanted to do it to draw more of an audience with African Americans. Like, some people were saying some really racist remarks from what I saw. And let me tell you guys right now, that should never be tolerated. Okay? Let's forget about Bubba Wallace's skin color here for a second. The fact of the matter is that he was leading the race, a caution flew, and then the rain came. NASCAR knew that this week in Lincoln, Alabama, where Talladega Superspeedway is, they knew that rain was coming. They knew it was going to be difficult to get this race in, but they knew that they could at least get past halfway so that they can finish this race and not have to run it at a later point. NASCAR was not going to reschedule this event because of the weather. They were going to try to run this race and make sure that the teams got this race over with so that they can move on to next weekend at the Charlotte Roval. Okay? There is no conspiracy theory here that NASCAR did its best to give Bubba Wallace the win. That is bullshit. Okay? They tried to drive the track because here's the other thing, guys. We were 3 laps away from the end of stage 2. And that's very important because there are playoff drivers who are competing for playoff points. So NASCAR wanted to drive the track so that they can run the last 3 laps and make sure that the drivers that are in the playoffs, in the top 10, get their playoff points. This whole idea that NASCAR just wanted Bubba Wallace to win so that they could say that an African-American race car driver won is bullshit. And anyone who claims that needs to have their values checked. They really do. And to the people who say that this is the final straw for them in terms of NASCAR, they're no longer going to go to races or tune in because Bubba Wallace finally won, I say sayonara. Sayonara, and please, on the way out, let the door hit you in the ass very hard. Because you are not the type of person that we want in our sport. NASCAR is a very diverse sport. We have we have racers that are predominantly white, but we do have racers that are of different skin color, of different ethnicities, from different sexes, because we have women in our sport as well. So this is a very diverse sport. And if you're more worried about NASCAR trying to play up to diversity than you are of enjoying a great race, then you should not be a fan of our sport. You should not. You can have people within the sport. You can have a diverse field of competitors and put on a good show. Talladega has always been a great show because of its unpredictability. And today was that case when we had multiple drivers get eliminated from the race because they crashed. It's unpredictable. It's exciting. And you can do that with a very diverse field. So if you're not willing to accept that, don't bother being a fan of the sport. And think about this. Bubba Wallace is doing a lot for the sport right now. He really is. When's the last time that a driver that was sponsored primarily by McDonald's won a race? And McDonald's is a huge sponsor for NASCAR. So that's a lot of money that NASCAR is earning right there. Okay, and by the way, it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Shane McMurray in the early 2010s that finally won with McDonald's on his car. So over a decade, we're talking about McDonald's finally being on the hood of a race winner. But not only that, look at some of the other sponsors that are part of this. How about DoorDash? DoorDash, that's a huge delivery service app that could bring in lots of money into NASCAR. All because of who? Bubba Wallace. Or how about Bing? You know, the headphones? Bubba Wallace uses those headphones. He has them as a sponsor. That's huge. Bing has never been part of NASCAR before, and yet here they are. They finally have Bubba Wallace Jr. finally got a win, and now that's more publicity for Bing, so they're going to invest more in NASCAR. Overall, guys, this is huge because this also creates more potential for new sponsors to come in. Who's to say that Uber isn't going to be next? Or Lyft? You know? Or how about some old sponsors that haven't been here in a while? Coming back to the sport, putting more money. This is more opportunities for guys to be able to pick up rides because they're finally going to have sponsors. That's what's important here, guys. That's what's important in NASCAR. The sponsorship. Because if we have the sponsorship, it means more racers can compete. There was a time where NASCAR had so many cars in a field, they had to eliminate the cars with qualifying. Nowadays, they're lucky if they can even get 36 drivers. They're lucky. But with more sponsors on the way, especially after Bubba Wallace's win, I tell you what, guys, this is looking bright. And this is going to appeal to a younger audience like myself, who are familiar with these apps, who are familiar with these sponsors, who's going to see this, and this is going to draw me in, or people like me into NASCAR. So the fan base is going to expand because of familiar sponsors. I'm telling you, this is beneficial all the way around. More fans means that NASCAR could be able to continue on, and it can get even more drivers to compete because more sponsors are going to be coming into the sport. This is good, guys. This is good. It's good for business, as the WWE saying is. But this is beneficial to everyone. So, yes, congratulations to Bubba Wallace. He deserves it. He was in the right place at the right time, and he got the win. There's nothing that there's nothing that someone who doesn't like Bubba Wallace can do or say that is going to retract that win. He is a winner in the NASCAR Cup Series. Don't like it? So long. the NASCAR is going to expand in terms of its fan base. And the other thing too, guys, I didn't really go into much detail in terms of the weekend outside of, what I did with NASCAR 21 Ignition. But guys, NASCAR is one of the sports that gives you the most access to its competitors. I bought tickets to what's called the Garage Experience at Talladega. You guys want to know how close I got to the cars? I was literally standing several feet away from the cars. I could have gotten driver autographs. Unfortunately, with the whole COVID thing, that right now that's a very rare thing. But guys, I'll show you the program here that I have. I like to show this off a lot. So you can see that this program is signed. It's signed by Joey Logano, of course. But I've got other drivers in here as well. If I could get to them. Whoops, I'm going a little too far. Okay, so you can see here I have Kurt Busch. I have Brad Keselowski. Austin Dillon and Kevin Harvick. You guys get my point. I was able to get all these drivers. Now, yes, that was because I had a connection within NASCAR that, that enhanced my experience. But the only way that happens is if NASCAR provides an experience like that.
Willie Stargell.
I don't see people getting an opportunity to go into or fans to go into the locker room and meet players unless it's like a really special thing. What's up, J-Tag? How you doing? Yes, I know, dude. Hallelujah. Not celebrating him being out of a job. I'm celebrating the fact that he is not going to be manager for the Mets. I want to make that distinction clear. Okay? I think it's important that we cheer the fact that he's no longer the manager of the Mets. I don't think we should cheer the fact that he's out of a job. I think we should just cheer the fact that he's no longer the manager of the Mets. I wish him the best of luck in finding another job with another MLB team. Maybe he can better himself, learn from this experience, and get better. Maybe he'll be a manager of another team someday. Who's to say?
The first baseman,
but I am not gonna sit here and say, well, I'm upset about Rojas leaving, because that's not true. Rojas needed to go. But just back to my point about NASCAR. I have very rarely seen fans get an opportunity to meet players and coaches like I've been able to meet drivers at NASCAR races. So, if someone wants to tell me of their experience, I'm more than happy to hear it out. But in my opinion, no other sport gets you closer to the competitors than NASCAR. And I think once people see that, I think you're going to draw an even bigger audience, especially with those new sponsors that are going to be coming in. So, Bubba Wallace has done a great job of expanding, bringing in new sponsors like DoorDash, Bing, into the sport. It's good because maybe more sponsors will be on the way. But it all starts with Bubba, and when and now that he's finally captured that win, these sponsors are going to get their money. They're going to They're going to invest more in the sport, and it's going to entice other companies to go ahead and invest in some sponsorship with NASCAR. So this is a great thing, and anyone who criticizes Bubba for picking up his first win today, I say you need to leave the sport. You could claim that he got lucky or whatever, but the moment that you turn it into a race issue, that's where we have a problem. That's where I draw the line. So I do not want to see anyone criticizing Bubba on his win just because of his skin color. That is ridiculous. He won the race. It had nothing to do with his skin color. He was just in the right position at the right time. I'm sorry, J-Tag. I know you must be all confused about what I'm talking about right now, and I don't mean to confuse people. It's just, you know, I have to address people who are criticizing NASCAR for NASCAR and Bubba Wallace, who's a African American race car driver. He won the race today, the rescheduled event. It was rain shortened, and it was at a super speedway, and basically, you know, people are going online saying that NASCAR did this on purpose so that they can finally let an African American driver win, and I just find that to be bullshit. That people are are claiming that race is an issue here. It's not an issue. Bubba Wallace was just in the right place at the right time, and people who claim that this is a race issue really need to look at themselves. Because this was not a race issue. Does it help Bubba Wallace, and does it potentially grow the sport in terms of an African American outreach? Yes. I'm not denying that it doesn't. What I am denying is that NASCAR purposely planned this so that they can finally get Bubba the win. No. Bubba was just in the right place at the right time. He blocked some really good plate track drivers as well. He blocked Kurt Busch, who won the Daytona 500. He blocked Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, two Penske drivers that have winning records at Talladega. Okay? So he did what he had to do to win the race. And I say kudos to him for being able to do it. So that's why I'm talking about NASCAR and everything, J-Tag. Other than the fact that I just got back from Alabama this morning. Like my dad and I, we flew because our plane was at 6 this morning out of Atlanta, and we flew back because the tickets were going to be way more expensive if we had tried to leave today. So, or if we had tried to leave later today and tried to go to the race. Ah, there's Willie. All right, give me right, programs. I want programs here. Okay, so that didn't take long either. Ooh, hold on. Maybe I should exchange some cleats. Yes, I have, Bray, and let me tell you something. I want to cry. I literally want to cry. I'm so upset that now I have to grind for Billy Wagner. I am really upset. I know I'm not showing it, but I really mean it. It's like, it's like, really, you're gonna make me grind? It's like, come on. You're gonna make me grind for freaking Billy Wagner? What? So, very unfortunate, but that's what I have to do. Justin Verlander? Okay, I mean, that's not a bad choice, actually, getting Justin Verlander out of it. But for me, like, I'm going to get Billy Wagner. One, because I'm a Mets fan, and obviously I like the fact that he's a Mets reward, or he's a player for the Mets this year. I know last year he was the Houston Astros reward, and he was also a ranked seasons reward last year as well, from what I remember. Come on, let's see some diamonds here. I want to see some diamonds. So I really don't know what it is that I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to grind out the wins. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, especially when I'm in... No, he's a ranked seasons reward. See? He's ranked seasons. You're at 20? You're at 20 wins? Ah, man, go get it. Go get it. You're actually close. Rewind pack. I mean, you could get Verlander. And then at 30, you can get Josh Donaldson, Eric Davis, Lou Gehrig, or Billy Wagner. But no, he's not a BR reward. BR is still... it's still Cody Bellinger and Jake Arrieta, as well as Stan Musial, Aroldis Chapman, Bryce Harper, and Kenley Jansen. So go get those wins, man. I think that Billy Wagner... Oh, Billy... Oh, You know what? I think you're right. My bad. I misspoke. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was a BR reward last year. I'm sorry. I thought it was ranked seasons, but no, you're right. He was BR. Now he's ranked seasons. Yeah, that's the BR reward that I was referring to that I thought was ranked seasons. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Gold. Come on, where are them diamonds? Where are them diamonds? Oh, shit, man. Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, I'm legitimately concerned, man. Alright, Greg Maddox. Let's hope for a diamond here. Nope. Well, good thing these are free packs. Alright, Bob Gibson. Yes, and Loud Thunder. Okay, this looks like a lefty. So is this Josh Hader? That looks like his hair. Yeah, I think this is Hader. It is. Alright, well, I asked for a diamond, and, well, this is what I got. We'll go ahead and sell that hater. 7196. Coolio. Isn't there something supposed to happen this week? Yeah, well, obviously we got new ranked seasons rewards. But I mean, like, yeah, tomorrow actually, monthly awards program. Holy shit. Oh shit, guys. Okay, forget the run it back. I was thinking I was just gonna do run it back, but the monthly awards one that completely changes my plans. Holy shit! I wonder what I could do now. I mean, I have both Stargell and Joe Carter monthly awards and post. Yeah, that's right, postseason too. That's going to be key if you're looking for some postseason cards. So, like, if you want to get the postseason thing done, I mean, I might just so I could get the 30, because I'm only 3 away, and I'm sure that there's going to be 1 or 2 in here. It'd be great if there's more, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm just checking out to see what else I can get here. I know I'm going to get Jared Kalenic, and we have Aldi Rushman, and then we have what are the other ones in the? They're all in the AL Central, right? Team Affinity. So that would give me 5, no? Oh no, they're not all in the. So wait, where are they? Are they AL West? I mean, there's Julio Rodriguez there. No, definitely. Well, there's Marco Luciano. I thought there was way more. It was definitely not the AL East. So where did I think that there were? God, now I'm all confused. Oh yeah, I forgot about Adam Eaton too. He's here. All right. Well, I'm waiting on I'm waiting on freaking Aiden to come back and redeem his play a game against me in
Leading off tonight for Detroit.
in MLB The Show. So when he gets here, I can tell him that now's a good time to go ahead and redeem it. Since now at this point, I've done pretty much everything that I wanted to. So I'll give him his game, and then we'll see what happens from there. Maybe I'll do some of the Tops Now moments, because I really haven't done those. Like, I usually just wait till the last minute to be able to do them. I completely forgot that the program was coming out tomorrow. Strike 3, sit down. So I'll just do the daily moments now. And then when Aiden gets in here, he can just redeem it and we'll play a game. Come on, feller. Ah, damn it.
Batting third, The second baseman, Jonathan Stone.
Okay, so 1 strikeout. That's all I got. Oh, I only have 1 inning? I only have 1 inning to strike out? Well, that's not really helpful.
Robbie batting second.
Alright, whatever.
Miguel Cabrera. Nope, that's the ball.
Hold on, I'm gonna... Wait, did I never change this? Oh, shit, I never changed this. Alright, well, if you're just joining in, I'm sorry to tell you that the Joe Carter program has been completed, like, a long time ago. In fact, we just completed the Willie Stargell program as well, so... So, I'm sorry, guys. I should have updated it, but I completely forgot. Strike 3. Sit down. So I'm terribly, terribly sorry about that. But Joe Carter is done. Willie Stargell is done. So now I'm just doing daily moments up until a viewer of mine comes back, because he said he wanted to redeem the Play Me in MLB The Show 21. Yes, walk him. Just let him get there, because I'd rather pitch from the stretch.
Batting second, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Strike 3, sit down. Okay, well, take your time. I don't want you to rush. We got plenty of time here, so don't feel like you have to rush. No! I didn't want him to be thrown out, you idiots!
Leading off tonight for Detroit.
So just redeem it whenever, and then we'll play.
Batting second, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera. No ball, 2 strikes. Batting third, the second baseman, Jonathan Stone.
Strike 3, sit down. Very nice.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
Oh, good. Strike 3, sit down. Let's go. Pitch 2 innings and strike out 3 batters. Or pitch 2 innings, strike out 3 batters. I think I might have said pitch 2 innings, or pitch 3 innings, strike out 2 batters, and that's not correct.
The second baseman, Francisco Lindor.
1 Well, I gave up a hit, so...
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, Francisco Lindor.
Also, shouldn't the fans be reflecting, like, the change in weather? Like, look at these fans. Some of them are in short-sleeved shirts and everything. And it's kind of like, okay, but we're in October now, so shouldn't these fans be wearing sweatshirts or jackets or coats or something? I see that some of them are. Like, if you look to the woman that's on the that's in the far top left corner over there. If you look over there, she's no, she's not wearing a sweatshirt. Actually, the woman that's sitting behind, the one wearing the gray sweatshirt with black sleeves. That's a sweatshirt. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that my strikeout count was correct.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. So all I just really need are 3 outs here. I don't have to go for the strikeouts. That would be nice. Come on, Scherzer. Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, number 6.
But that changeup hanging, I don't know how he didn't take advantage. But yeah, how about it, guys? This regular season's over for Major League Baseball. That's kind of insane.
The catcher, number 33.
Seems like this whole season started with promise, and now we're down to the teams that make it to the postseason, and everyone else gets ready for a long winter. Strike 3, sit down. All right, cool. We actually struck out the side in back-to-back innings, so we've doubled the strikeout total for Scherzer. Griffey versus Kershaw. I'm sorry. Crenshaw. What the fuck am I talking about? I need a base hit, correct? Oh, extra base hit.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr. Leading off for Seattle, the center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Alright. Just need this extra base hit with Griffey. I mean, I kind of figured it was going to be...
Leading off for the Mariners,
I figured it was going to be tough for me to stretch it into
Ken Griffey Jr.
into an extra base hit, but I figured I'd try anyway. Oh, you know what else is crazy, guys? I can't believe I haven't even, talked about this yet. This is crazy. How the hell did the New York Jets beat the Tennessee Titans? Unreal. I mean, Zach Wilson had a hell of a game, throwing for nearly 300 yards. But holy hell. I would just take that as a victory for the Jets. But no, they got to go on and they got to beat the Tennessee Titans. That's incredible. I was listening to the game too on the radio when my dad and I were driving out of Talladega after it got canceled and everything, and I remember yelling in the car he missed it, holy crap. I was in such shock. I was not expecting the Jets to beat the Titans. And I kept hearing the announcers praising the defense for keeping Tannehill in check. And I mean, god damn. And this is what happens when you have a quarterback that can actually do well. You just gotta protect him. He could throw 300 yards. You can do whatever you want with that stat, but holy hell. Nearly 300 yards, you're talking about pretty much going down the field 3 times. If you're starting all the way back at your goal line, you're going down the field nearly 3 times. Alright, let me just try to complete this moment because this shouldn't take me long, honestly. It's just a freaking goddamn extra base hit. But I mean, holy crap, I was not expecting that.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
What the hell? Griffey, Aiden is waiting on a game here. He needs you to hit an extra base hit.
Leading off for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey.
That is not an extra base hit. I'm sorry, Aiden, you're just going to have to blame Griffey for this. Apparently he can't hit. Which is odd because I hit so well with his 88 overall, yet for some reason I'm struggling to get an extra base hit with his 95 overall. That just seems so strange.
Count 1 and 2.
Over the head, over the head, over the wall. Let's go! All right, I'm good, Aiden. So I'll set up the game. There you are. 6 innings. No guest pitch. Quick counts are off. Umpire accuracy perfect. All right, let's do this. All right, best of luck, Aiden. Ooh, good choice with Ozzy. Kind of forgot that he munches or he eats left-handed pitchers for breakfast. And I went with Cliff Lee. Shit. Not to mention, Cliff Lee, I think, has become one of the more hittable pitchers in the game, which is such a shame too, because he's actually a really good pitcher, but he's got to be tough to. He's going to be easy to hit. All right, come on, Lee. Bring him up. Strike 3, sit down.
The second baseman, Ozzy.
Gotta be careful with all these. All right, cool. But you do see the format of what it is that I try to do with these games, right? Aiden? Because I'm sure eventually you're going to want to play as the home team. So as long as you have the format down, then, you know, the next time you redeem that Play Me in MLB The Show 21, then you can be the home team. Yeah, I think I'm done with Adam Frazier as my starting second baseman. Okay, good. Then the next time that you challenge me, you can be the home team. Just remind me. Attaboy Mullins.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Chipper Jones.
Oh, the way that was hit made it look like it was out of here. Ah, damn it. Ooh, frick. Chipper Jones is really good at it.
Leading off for Maine, the first baseman, David Ortiz.
Come on, Lee. Strike three, sit down.
That is it. The shortstop, Chipper Jones. That is it. The third baseman, Raphael Devers.
0-1's the count. No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three. Sit down. All right, come on, Pete.
Leading off for Long Island, the first baseman, Keith Alonso.
I don't know why, but last year I struggled so much against Charlie Morton, and even even when I used him, I also struggled with him. Raise that apple, polar bear! So I don't know what happened last year with Charlie Morton, but I could not freaking hit him.
The catcher, JT Real Muto.
Ooh, what a bad break. Hate those freaking animations too, Aiden. Like the sliding catches, the ones where you're at the side and it goes right past them, like what happened there, like, that is so freaking annoying.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Evan
Come on, Longoria.
Longoria.
Shit.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Flip Lee.
Oh, what a good spot, Aiden. Dang. No, 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 no. Go back, go back, go back. Damn it. I thought he was going to keep going. That's my fault.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Turner.
Nah, that'll be caught. Wow, Trey, come on.
fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. The catcher, Kyle Schwarber.
Good job being more patient, Aiden. You know, I think that's honestly your problem, is that you're not being as patient as you could be. And I think if you're a little bit more patient, then you would win a lot more games.
The pitcher is the 50, Charlie Allison.
Count 0 inches.
Gotta react much quicker than that, Lee. Come on now. As soon as it hit his glove, it should have been right over the first baseman. But that's okay.
Second baseman, Adam Waiter. Your attention, please. Now,
Okay, bringing in Trevor Hoffman. All right. Huh. Too much air underneath it. God damn it.
now batting, number 31. No left fielder. Chipper.
Oh. I was already on my way to second anyway. Dang it, Chipper!
Now batting, first baseman, Keith Alonso.
Go home, go home, go home, Mullins. Oh, that was a gun. Oh, wow! Damn, I tip my cap to you, Aiden. That was a hell of a throw.
Leading off for Maine, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Strike three. Sit down.
The batter number 1, second baseman.
Oh, uh-oh. Marcus May appears to have some legal problems right now, facing a DUI charge from earlier this year. Car crash. Holy shit. You better hope he didn't kill anyone.
Ortiz.
Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off for Long Island, the catcher, JT Real Muto.
Oh, damn it.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Oh, okay, rather fortunate there.
Third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
Go back, go back, go back.
The pitcher, number 31, Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Come on, Ortiz. Attaboy!
The batter number 7, shortstop,
Nope, that's gonna be caught.
Yes.
I tell you what, Aiden, you're doing a great job of keeping me or limiting me to 1 run. I mean, if you could do more than that and really just try to focus on being more patient at the plate and everything, I tell you, you would be a good player. Strike 3, sit down.
Count 1-0. Two balls, no strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
The left fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
0-1's the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off for the Lions, the second baseman, Adam Frazier. Your attention, please. Now pitching, Mariano Rivera.
No, that's going to get caught. Damn.
Now batting, number 31.
Ow.
Now batting, the left fielder, Trevor. Go.
Ah, nice, man. Nice strikeout.
Leading off for Navy, the catcher, Kyle Schwarber. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now,
Time to bring in my own Mariano Rivera.
Rivera.
0-2 is the count. Inside, ball one.
Strike three, sit down.
Your attention, please. Now coming into pinch hit. Now coming into pinch hit. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Good thing the rule about pitchers doesn't apply to pinch hitters.
0-1 is the count.
Right, Aiden?
That's the count. 0-2.
Strike three. Sit down.
The center fielder, number 27. Mike
Alright, I gotta be careful with Trout here.
Nope. That's inside.
Strike three, sit down. GG, Aiden. That was a hard-fought matchup. I think last time you nearly came back on me, and then this time you held me to 1 run. So, dude, you're not bad. Not bad at all. Again, I would just recommend that you that you be a bit more patient, because like the big thing that I see that you're having is that you're chasing pitches that you shouldn't be chasing. I don't know what your setup looks like in terms of batting view, or how you or what kind of swing you use, if that's PCI or directional or whatever, analog. But personally, for me, I found that switching to strike zone 2, I want to say, yeah, strike zone 2, and using PCI wedge outer, or no, I'm sorry, PCI regular outer, but no inner, really helped me. It really helps me in terms of online play. So It just I think if you do that, you should be good. What do I want to do now? I want to save up my subs for now, so I'm not going to buy any packs. John Lester and Rod Carew. Where are those cards from? I don't see anything here. There's no new there's no new packs to open. But there's no new headliner packs, so I'm like trying to see where that's coming from. PCI Wedge, Orange Strike Zone, Diamonds Inner. Okay. Yeah, just like that's probably good for offline, but for online you have to remember the strike zone shrinks. So or not your strike zone, your PCI shrinks. So that's why I prefer outer, because outer it wouldn't shrink as much. Or outer, let me rephrase that. Outer, it does shrink, but it still covers most of the zones, so that if you're going to be trying to hit a pitch, I would say you would have more of a likelihood of hitting it if you use outer than if you use inner, because inner it's very difficult. It shrinks and it makes it difficult to put the PCI on the ball. So that's why, at least with outer, it doesn't shrink as much and you're able to make more contact on it. But again, that's more for offline, or I'm sorry, more for online. If you're using that for offline, I wouldn't recommend you change it. I really have no idea what to do at this point. I really don't. Nah, I'm not worried about that. And I'm not going to... maybe I'll do some of the Team Affinity moments. Or, I did say that I would do... Alright, there's no point in me doing that. Okay, so let me check out... Let's see. I think we're going to do... I think we'll do this.
Batting second, the third baseman.
So you see like how big the PCI is, on offline? Well, online it would still shrink, but it would still be covering the strike zone. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's gone. Again, I really don't care about this because I have all the live series done and everything, so those are just cards that I would end up selling. God, I really don't know. I'm sorry. Holy shit, 13 strikeouts? Damn. Yeah, I don't know, guy. I honestly, I think that's where I'll call it, because I have no idea what to do at this point, so I don't want to bore you guys with anything. So thank you to everyone who tuned in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in for this long. I hope that you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. That way you know when I post my videos. You can also turn on, you can also turn wait. Yeah, I hope that you subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you know when I post my videos. I'm sorry I'm stumbling there. I'm just kind of trying to get my thoughts here together. And if you guys want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter at JeffreyWarner3. The link is in the About page that's underneath the stream here, so go check that out. I'll always tweet whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. Overall, this was really great. I managed to get both player programs done and get the daily moments as well as the play a viewer. So overall, this was a great stream. I ask that you guys just hold on for 1 second because we're actually going to go raid someone. Let's see, who can we... Oh, this guy looks good. Let's go check him out. Hold on. Good, he's live. Okay, so we're gonna raid. This guy's name is Dope Isaac 2. So let's go show him some love. You can also earn some channel points. Just stick around and let's go raid him. Show him some love. I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you tomorrow here at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be doing a live. We're gonna be doing the monthly awards program. So tune in 6 p.m. Eastern, and until then. Have a great night, guys. Let's go raid. Whoops. Hold on. I messed that up. I completely messed that up. Alright. Now let's go raid. Let's go raid him. Anyone else ready to raid? I see we got 2 viewers here. Alright, we're going to go raid him now. Let's do it.